DerivSource video. I'm Julia Schieffer, the founder and editor of DerivSource.com. ICE Clear Europe is the most recent clearinghouse to receive EMIR authorization from the Bank of England. In this influencers video, I'm speaking to Paul Swann, President and Managing Director of ICE Clear Europe, to get a better understanding of where we are today in terms of the readiness for OTC derivatives clearing in Europe, and what's next for the industry as we prepare for the move to mandatory clearing of credit default swaps. Welcome to the video, Paul.
Thanks for the opportunity to come and talk to you, Julia.
ICE Clear Europe recently received EMIR authorization from the Bank of England. The authorization came later compared to other CCPs. What was behind the delay?
We've been working for the last 2 years on trying to ensure there's equivalence between the margin rules in the US and what was prescribed under EMIR. In doing that work, we identified a significant issue between the margin period of risk for futures and options products, where the standards were different between the CFTC rules and the EMIR rules. We've been in the forefront of working with the supervisors on getting those rules harmonised so that there will be no significant difference between the treatment in the US and the treatment in Europe. Having completed that work earlier this year, the European Commission passed some new rules which ensured that there now is equivalence between the rules. Subsequent to that, we've been working with our supervisors on making sure that we get the EMIR authorisation that we needed. That came through just a couple of weeks ago. We're now fully EMIR authorised, which is relevant to our CDS product particularly.
The industry is progressing towards fulfilling the central clearing mandates for OTC derivatives under EMIR. What does this mean for ICE as the leading CDS clearinghouse, having just received EMIR authorization?
I think actually what you've just said is a good way of leading into what we've been doing for a number of years now, which is actually working with the industry on developing OTC credit default swap services. The mandate really is completely secondary to that. I think we really have been trying to get the industry to see the benefits of clearing, irrespective of whether the regulators require them to clear products. And we've become the largest provider of credit clearing without the need for mandates. Actually, now as we come up to the start of the mandates, obviously the EMIR authorisation that we've just received is critically important to the relevance of our services. And we know that some customers have been concerned without the EMIR authorisation that they wouldn't get the right capital treatment under CRD4, as the clearinghouse wouldn't have been QCCP'd for the purposes of the mandate. That's now dealt with, and we're in a position to deal with the front loading of CDS contracts, which commences in October. That doesn't really have any great relevance until about February next year, when the new capital rules become effective. So I think the most important message is that we've worked over the last few years directly with the credit community on making sure that our services provide what they need at given points in time. Our EMIR authorisation means we're prepared for that next phase as the front loading commences of the European products.
So let's focus on your clearing members and end users briefly. What's next for them as they prepare for clearing and the challenges in terms of capital management that come along with this change?
I think the main challenge is making sure that as they bring their trades into clearing, that they get the most capital efficient system that they can get access to. ICE has been working with both clients and the sell side of CDS for a number of years, putting in place the most capital efficient margining model that we can provide, which provides for offsets between both the index products and single name products to produce a single margin requirement for a portfolio. That also helps in terms of how the capital will be charged against the portfolios that they bring into clearing. And under Basel III and CRD4, they get a much more efficient capital treatment if they've made those products available to clearing. Of course, they will also have the mandate coming up, which I was referring to a little bit earlier, starting from October, where some classes of user will have to start front loading their products, and then the new capital treatments will apply to those cleared products from February of next year. And then running later on, there are other classes of user that will be required to clear under the clearing mandates. They kick in over the next couple of years.
Well, that's excellent insight for our viewers today. Thank you for joining us in this DerivSource video.
Judy, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
For those of you watching, please go to ICE's website at theice.com/clearing for more information on their clearing services mentioned today. You can find more industry analysis on CCP clearing of OTC derivatives on DerivSource.com or follow our YouTube channel for more interviews in the future. Thank you for watching this DerivSource video interview.